Hi! So I'm here with Mr. Boehner, and of course using him as a representation, don't have actually him saying things, but here's the problems I'm seeing with the Republican ideas. They think that if corporations make more money, then they'll make, they'll have to hire more people. Well, on the surface that sounds fine, but in reality, there's a problem with that. Let's take for example this plate, and we're going to call this plate here a widget. Now let's say after cost of doing expenses, everything from your payroll to advertising and everything, Mr. Boehner, you can sell 5 of these and make $100 profit a month. And it takes one person to build one a month. It takes them a whole month. How many people would you hire to do that? Good, that's good. So you'd hire 5 people to build 5 of these because that's what your order is. Now let's say this widget sells for $1,000,000 after overhead expenses and everything and advertising and all that good stuff. You still have 5 units that you can sell, and it takes one person 1 month to make it. That means, how many people would you need now to build your 5 units a month, Mr. Boehner? Great, great. So, as you see, it's not the profit that drives the hiring. It's actually how many units they're selling. And that's the problem. Our middle class has been stagnant for almost 30 years, ever since this whole crap of trickle-down economics came into effect. Oh, and for those idiotic Tea Partiers that think that Ronald Reagan could get elected nowadays, yes, he lowered taxes, and they went, oh, whoops. Yeah, that's right. That blew a hole in my deficit, so he raised taxes several times during the rest of his presidency, but I digress. Okay, so back to the story. We're going to use this hamburger to show why you got to get rid of the Bush-Obama-Boehner tax cuts. At the beginning of the Bush-Obama-Boehner tax cuts, back when it was only the Bush tax cuts, somebody seems to have forgotten to mention that they're not paid for. So this hamburger is going to represent the Bush-Obama-Boehner tax cuts because of the simple fact that I, as a good store owner, am going to give you a discount for 10 days. After the 10 days, you know that the price is going to go back up. So I'm hoping that during them 10 days, you bring in more business. Plus, you get to keep a little more money that you put back into the economy and strengthen the economy. But after 10 days, you come to me and you say that you have to keep the same price for your hamburgers. Because, hey, they've been 30 cents less for you for 10 days, and you deserve it. Even though I don't have the ability to pay for it. So, you need to get rid of the tax cuts because they're not paid for. One thing that you can do is level out the tax code and get rid of all the exceptions. So I think a good way for dealing with figuring out which exceptions in the tax code to get rid of would probably be there would be a means test. If it doesn't affect companies under $5 million, get rid of it. But leave in some of the gardening subsidies, and here's why. Acts of God, dude. Like natural disasters. We can't afford to have our farms go out of business. So sometimes, during natural disasters, people need a little bit of help. But frankly, that's about the only one that I can think of. And once you get rid of that amount, then, get this, then you can lower the overall tax rate. Say you can lower it to 25. You lower it to 28, and then use that 3% to just put it towards the debt. Even a 5-year-old could figure out that. So until next time, everyone, bye!